Hey guys, here we are today in beautiful Greenwood, South Carolina. We're working on a 2016 Hyundai Tucson Limited all-wheel drive. We're replacing the rear brakes. We already did the passenger side. We're over here on the driver's side. So first thing you want to do is you want to get you a wheel chock like so, a block of wood, whatever. Stick it up under the front wheel or the opposite wheel of which you are working on. Next, you want to take your jack or car lift. In this case, I'm using a 3-ton jack. I have a block of wood right here as to not damage the vehicle. And you see right there, I'm sticking the block of wood and the jack on that lip right there underneath the vehicle, which is for lifting purposes. All right. And before you lift the car, guys, if you don't have a strong enough impact gun, or if your half-inch drive ratchet or breaker bar isn't strong enough, what you want to do is crack those lug nuts or loose before lifting the vehicle up off the ground, which I have already done. So next, I'm going to lift the vehicle. See, I have my front wheel chock, and it is raining, guys. I think this is the maybe first video I've ever actually done while raining, because I do not work on people's cars in the rain. All right, so now we have the tire off of the car, off of the ground, as you can see. So next we're going to take our half-inch impact gun and our 13/16 socket. We're going to take those off. All right, so if the wheel appears to be stuck like this one is, all you want to do, you don't want to take a hammer, sledgehammer, nothing like that. You just want to take your hand and bump it like so until you break that sealer loose from the wheel to the rotor. I'm gonna sit that wheel down to the side. All right, next what you want to do is come over here to the caliper bolts, and you want to take those loose top and bottom. Those are 13 millimeters. Actually, guys, those are not 13 millimeters, they're 14 millimeters bolts. Got the top one loose. Now we're going to the bottom. I'm using a 3/8 ratchet to get these bad boys off. Next, I'm going to take a regular flat blade screwdriver, stick it up underneath one end of the caliper, and pry it off. Now that we have that off, if you see on the inside of that caliper is rusty. You see that? It really needs replacing. But we're going to do what we came here to do. Let's change out these brake pads. Trying to knock some of that rust loose out of there, folks. Next, we're going to take one of our old brake pads. We'll stick it inside of the caliper. Then we're going to take our brake tool. We're going to stick it inside of the caliper like so. like that. That's our setup. And we're just gonna twist it to decompress the caliper back into the piston hole. The piston back into the piston hole. Like so. Next, I'm gonna take my wire brush. Clean off those contaminants. Take my brake clean. I'm gonna sit that to the side. All right, so next I'm gonna take my screwdriver, stick it in here. Get that brake pad out of there. Same thing, that one, take it out. Clean up this hardware. If your brake pad replacement came with new hardware, you can replace it. At this point, I'm not. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just dirty, which is why I'm cleaning it up. Now I'm gonna spray that with brake cleaner. All right, guys, so next thing I'm gonna do, the sensor, the pad with the sensor was at the back on the old one. So I'm gonna take my brake grease, which I don't typically use, and I'm just gonna stick it on the ear of the brake pad. I don't usually use this because dust and sticks and dander and everything gonna try to get attracted to that grease and get stuck on there. So I don't usually use it, but I'm gonna use it today. Same thing, we're gonna stick it on this one as well. Stick this pad in there. As you see, it just slides in there on that track, right there, top and bottom. All right, guys, so the pad's installed. Now we're gonna take the caliper and we're gonna put it back on. What I'm doing now is checking these guide pins. Make sure that they're moving the way that they should. So as you can see, this one is dry. Right here, it wasn't want to turn and compress. The grease was dry. So I'm gonna take this grease and just put a nice amount of grease on here to ensure that this thing slides freely and easily. You can take your wire brush and clean it up, you know, and then put the grease on there, but it's a quick video, so I'm just gonna take that and slide it back into its hole, that rubber guide. And there you have it. It's back on there. You want to make sure that that head of that compresses back onto that bolt, like so. See, it's sliding easier now. All right, so next we're gonna put the caliper back on. Reinstall our bolts. All right, we got those started hand tight. We're gonna tighten them down with the ratchet. Go to the top, do the same thing. All right, guys, new brakes are installed. Next, we're going to install the tire. All right, so now we want to tighten the lug nuts in a cross-shaped star pattern. Guys, now that we got the lug nuts tightened, we're going to lower the vehicle back down slowly. Next, we're going to torque down the lug nuts. Have a thick, tight torque wrench. Have it set for 110 foot-pounds. Once you hit click, it's good. All right, guys, so there you have it. That's how you replace the rear brakes on a 2016 Hyundai Tucson. Next thing you want to do is open the driver's door, compress the brakes about 10-15 times, crank it up, and do it over again until they get tight and hold pressure. Thanks for watching. Hope that you find this automotive repair video helpful. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.